In this video, I'm going to talk about how to sell for real. Before we dive on into it, as always, my name is Mike Pugliese, co-founder of Automated Coaching Engine, where we partner up with transformational coaches, help them scale their businesses without spending money on platforms like Facebook and Instagram. So let's dive on into it. Like I said, I'm going to talk about today how to sell for real. Now, this is kind of like some notes that I took from a training from one of my mentors, Marshall Wilkinson, a really successful guy. He's a negotiator for corporate businesses, or a negotiator for corporate contracts, I should say, or government contracts where they're building like skyscrapers in like the city of New York and shit like that. So he's done like billions of dollars in fucking sales, and like he's an absolute beast. So I was watching a training from him, and these are just kind of some of the notes that I took from him. So, he talks about the fact that like people don't close because they're crippled by fear. Everything else is bullshit. It all really comes down to fear. So this is exactly why you need to approach your clients as a trusted advisor. Speaking to you could be the most important day of their business life, or their, relationship life, their personal life, whatever the case might be. But you need to accept the fact that speaking to you could be the most important day of that person's business life. So come in with that fucking energy, like express who you are, take it in, like accept who you are and the transformation that you can provide, and show up 100%. You're providing a service to people that could literally change their game. It could change their entire life, whether it's a transformation like through energy, or a transformation in their business or their health and fitness, whatever it helps, health, wealth, or relationship wise, you're literally helping with them that could change the trajectory of their life forever. So we got to understand like the impact that we're providing to these people, and we have to, carry that into these sales situations. So we got to realize also, like, closing is a contact sport. Making contacts whenever and wherever. If people don't know you, then they can't do business with you. Everything we do is to set up the close. Creating content, like all of these things are done to position yourself to come in and close. Now, there comes into a section of the topic of honesty and logic. How do we actually get these people to close? And there's about like 6 steps that Marshall talks about, as far as, like that you need to kind of embrace. You need to get religious as far as understanding and how they impact you in the sales situation, or impact the prospect in the sales situation as well, like I'm going to talk about here. So number one, like amateurs let people go. We're here to lean on people, or on the person, and push them to the finish line. If it's the right thing to do, like you absolutely 100% have to hang in there. Number one, like my reality is the only reality that matters. My reality, this is the right thing to do. My product is the best in the marketplace, and I'm the best that does what I do. Now, number two, never justify why someone can't move forward. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it's the right thing to do, we do it, and we do it now. And that's number three. If it's the right thing to do and it makes sense, we do it, and we do it now. Number four, going into it, we don't need to add time in making a decision. We need to take time out of the equation. If it's the right thing to do, let's do it. If not, we don't do it. That's the whole like objection circle, push this thing, like we need to lean on this person to make the deal if it makes sense to them. And like I said, if it's the right thing to do, let's do it. If not, we don't. It's totally fine. Like I'll go to the next person in my pipeline. I'll pick up the next clam, open it up, and see if there's a freaking pearl inside of it. And kind of like some wording behind it is like, could you use an extra 30K in the next 90 days? If so, let's do it. Could you use losing 20 pounds in the next 90 days? If so, let's do it. Could you use like, changing your life completely in the next 90 days? If so, let's do it. And at the end of the day, number five, it's just money. Diminishing the importance of money in the close is the most important thing that you can do. It's just money, dude. It's just paper. And by the way, we're making a play that's going to change your life. That's going to change the trajectory of your life. Is that worth the amount of money that we're talking about here? Now, number six, have a hierarchy. Your business and your economics is your duty and obligation as a professional to your family, to your company, to your community. No one can tell you what to do when you operate with this hierarchy. You're going to fully believe in yourself. It doesn't even matter what other people say when you operate with this hierarchy. And we got to realize, like, if you're working your ass off, like that's honestly like what we're supposed to do. Like you need to commit. You need to help people make the play. You need to help them help you. We are with you every step of the way. We are here to help, remove the thought of spending 5K and instead talk about making an extra 30K. So, think about like changing the overall, like the conversation about the desired outcome versus the plane ticket that's going to get them there. Think about the vacation to Hawaii Hawaii. Sure, we all can say like, damn, it's fucking expensive to fly out to Hawaii. But at the same time, think about what it's going to feel like sitting on the beaches in Hawaii. Translate that same message to your prospects. And it goes through those 6 steps of honesty and logic, and just basically sticking to the point of, you need to approach your clients as a trusted advisor. You need to speak to them as it's could be the most important day of their business life or their entire life at that aspect. And we just got to push through with that mindset. If it makes sense, it makes sense. Let's do the deal. If it doesn't make sense, no worries. So with that being said, that is how to sell for real, and my notes from Marshall Wilkinson's kind of like training about that. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend. Just here to provide value, always taking in new content, new things, trying new things as far as the sales process inside of our business, and overall just always looking to optimize and see where we can do better. So I'm here to share how things work out for us, different principles, things that I learned that I think that makes sense, and hope you all get some value here. So have a great one. Peace.